I think that's just so important to like music in general. People that are not afraid to continue to try something different and pushing the envelope forward. So
It's definitely complex.
yeah,
I like it though.
Kendrick
yeah,
Lamar.
that sounded
So,
dope to me. All
if
nine
you
of
know
these tracks
me,
from the
which most people
first disc
don't,
here have been.
um,
I've enjoyed listening to them. None of them I was just
um,
turn that off.
I absolutely, when it comes to Kendrick Lamar, his body of work, overall, I don't know this man, but judging by his every single album that he has, the only album that I'm missing two of them, GNX and Damn. Damn is a powerful record. Because my theory, um, it links all three of his body of work. So he's the kind of artist that he goes deep. He doesn't go wide at all. He's a storyteller, natural born storyteller. Oh, tell me why I was making pot pie. I was making chicken pot pie. Facebook done did me dirty, honey. I had did the live, and then I had ended the live, and my face was like, it was so bad. It was so bad. I was like, it's not that bad. They got me out here looking bad, bad. I was just like, Facebook, really? That's the thing you froze it on? That one? It was the worst. The absolute worst. Anyway. My first journey with Kendrick Lamar was with the song Sing About Me. I heard it in like 2015, and then I heard Untitled 3. That song, oh my God. What did the angel say? Good. Very good. And I learned like every word damn near. Damn near. I can't say it as fast as he can, but I be having the stamina. Do you got the stamina? And then this 2005, I heard Untitled 8. I heard Untitled 8 before, but you know how you listen to a song but you don't truly listen to a song? And then I heard it live. Something about that live band. Something about that live band. Okay? Thundercat, all of them joints on there. Something about the live band. Honey. I was like on the beat with it. That's because that song is just fire. It's just ill, like in such a good way. But I think I was listening to Untitled 8, and I was trying to theorize it, and I was equating it to the Invisible Man. It's identity, right? Identity and loss of identity. Loss of identity. And having to put, you pick up what you think your identity is. Now, I'm not sure exactly everything that I said, because I was literally, when I theorize, or just like, I'll listen to something, right? Observe something, and then it goes into like almost the cow, right? So I'm digesting, and just everything is just churning, right? And I'm mewing it over until I have some kind of understanding. My understanding may not be correct, like I may be far off, but that's how that whole thing. I was like, I'm gonna write a freaking thesis on this shit, because You can literally, his body of work can literally be a college course. It like, and then they finally did it. I was so proud, so happy. I was just like, thank God, because the way he story tells is, I'll put it like this: marketing, right? Marketing, what they tell you to do, pretty much is like you have to like pretty much do personas, right? You have to get in the mind of the buyer, of the consumer, of what you want it to be. And what ends up happening is that people will try to imagine what the customer is thinking, right? Their backstory. So even though they didn't go through it, they have to like come up with like a story. And they kind of put it towards how the customer can relate to the product. And sometimes we force these things to fit, right? Because you're keeping the product in mind, right? The conflict that it solves, right? The pain point, and then how does that product keep solving that problem, right? For its product longevity, right? Its product life cycle. That's like UX design, like mumbo jumbo. It's jargon, like, but true people that make a product and or service, the ones that are here for like from the dawn of time, one thing that they do understand is that they don't make the product, they don't make the person fit to the product. They go deep, they go very deep, and that's kind of like what Kendrick Lamar does. He's just authentically him. You know, there is no like, well, what are the people gonna like? No, it's literally story time, right? Story time. And when you come from a place of story time, it ends up being a catalyst to display, like, growth of displayment, right? So what I mean by like that is people will have a starter point and they're following along the story, and then what ends up happening is that it becomes almost like an intricate web, because almost like the song United in Grief, right? We're all one. We all share love, pain, sadness, anger, everything in between, right? Worry, all these things. And because we can relate, even though we may not have gone through the same story, we have gone through things that are very similar, just different variables. All of it's different variables, but the same emotion, right? So a good product will literally hit on your emotion. It doesn't hit on your storyline. So it'd be like, oh yeah, Jane. I think I had obviously with a nonprofit, like you have to do, because we have a service. So when you're doing like in-kind donations, or you're doing an ask and stuff like that, you have to picture who you're going to ask, right? So you have to do a persona, and like, you know, this woman, her name is I don't know, Janice, and Janice has been you know, her family has been very philanthropic. I can never say that word. How you have a nonprofit you can't say philanthropic? Just is what it is, right? Tongue twister. That one is a tongue twister for me. But philanthropy, right? So her family has always been in philanthropy. She has adopted this same tradition. But she feels like super like her heartstring is like pulled when it comes to like the art space. You know, she frequents galleries, and you know, she goes like, you know, on her times off or whatever, she frequents, you know, walking in the city, and you know, she lives in like Soho or whatever, and you know, her family has had that that townhouse, you know, for fucking like 70 years and shit, right? She's affluent, you know, but she knows what good art is, right? And because of that, um, our thing was to showcase our work like it's a gallery, like literally. I really, the whole goal is it's becoming a school, right? So think of Aperture, um, and ICP, right? If they had a baby, that thing will be, it's a college. Like it's a whole college. My teeth look so white today. Oh my god, it's weird. Um so oh my god. She can't be sick. It's not sickness. It has to be hygiene. Has to be hygiene. Anyway. Because now I'm going into self, right? I'm going into me, woe is me. And that's not what it's supposed to be. That's not what it's about. In any case, Jane is, yeah. Jane is, because she rubs shoulders amongst people that have gone to and the NYUs and the Yales and the Harvards and the, uptown, people. And she, she took a few classes in college or whatever. And even though she may not be like super into like mental health issues like with people, she's very big when it comes to, oh, this is like vintage da 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 from like this time period da 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 da, right? She took art history. Okay, she can be a curator if she wanted to. So our whole thing was the whole like website and social media and everything is very much it's curated. It's curated to the eye of how a gallery will put out their work, right? So just even visually, not even just reading, because most people don't even read it. They read it after the fact, right? When they're like, oh, I'm curious a little bit more. But usually they look at the person's feed. They're scrolling up and just like, oh my god, these pictures are fucking phenomenal. Let me find out more about these people. So it starts from just eye, right? That's why when it comes to attraction, somebody that does like the whole 9, people will scroll, right? Versus someone that's just like, or more of a natural beauty, or more of a person that wouldn't put too much, right? Not saying that they're not beautiful. Trust me, there's some beautiful ass motherfuckers. There's a lot of beautiful people out there. Honey bun, you're beautiful. So beautiful. You have no idea how beautiful you actually are. You have no idea. like you really don't. It's really strange that you don't. But you fire. Anyway, that whole aspect of that split second of I like what I see, like I like what I truly see right now, and I'm gonna keep scrolling because I like it. It's tantalizing for whatever makes you feel tantalized, right? Tantalized is such a weird word. Tantalizing. I think one time, especially when my son was small, like when he was like 6, like 5, 6, even 7, my son, he would come and climb in. He's still coming inside my goddamn bed. Okay, he have a whole room. He in his room right now. The only reason why he in that room is because he has his computer. When it's time for bed, good night, Oliver. You think Oliver goes in his bed? I don't like to sleep up there because it's like, it's too high. It's a loft bed and I feel like I'm gonna fall. Nigga, you ain't gonna fall. Go to sleep. No, I don't like it there. It feels weird. My room's extra quiet. I need to sleep in your bed. Mama ain't got no life, honey. She'll have a sleep life, okay? I share my bed, okay? I share my damn bed. And whenever he's going for the weekend, oh, honey, when I be like this, oh, yeah. I be spread out, okay? The day I came out the womb, that's exactly how I be in my damn bed. Spread it all the way out, okay? Spread out. But shoot, tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. Baby case. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, my real point, before I digress, because I'm always all over the place, because this is how my thought process is. I am, when I record, especially when I was doing voice recordings, it was very much impulsive, right? I was on impulsivity, on some because you'll lose the thought. Like, you ever thought of something and like 5 seconds later it's just like boop, gone, and you're just like, I forgot it. So to mitigate that, record. Like, while I still have it in my head. And I still have the thought process of it. And it still develops, right? It still develops as I'm talking. Just to be like, this is how my mind works. Like, this is the stuff that I'm thinking about, which is kind of strange. Which is just like, bitches, you alright? Like, or like, not even, why do you think of like fucking quantum physics stuff? Like, what the hell? Or just not even quantum physics. Like, I think that's a little extreme. Quantum physics is not my field. Like psychology or sociology, stuff like that. It's just even little philosophy for sure. But those type of like thought processes and like where my mind goes of like, well, if it's that, then what is this? And then if I came to this conclusion, then what is that? And then I'll double back. Was I wrong about the first initial thing I was thinking about? Right? So it's like process of elimination of thought. It's like you don't want to get it wrong, but you also know that curiosity is the only path to knowing. So it's just like you have to get it wrong to get it right, I guess. It's like one of those. So it's like I'll literally like second, third, fourth, fifth guess sometimes. And it'd be like, bitch, keep it to one thing. But I'm consistently piggybacking from one root idea to development. Like, I'll scaffold it to like, this is why I thought this initial thought. So it's a really weird and like method to the madness kind of thing. And it's cool. It's cool. If I was like writing a thesis, like writing a thesis, like you have to like, you kind of like throw a whole bunch of paint on the wall first, and then you're just like, okay, let me figure this out. Yeah, my chin's looking quite kind of. See, that's the problem when you record with, and you gotta see your face. But now I'm looking at my face, see how my face look, instead of me just talking and like, this is the thought process. This is the distraction, okay? Recording yourself is a distraction, because honey, now I'm thinking about all the angles, right? I need to be like this again. I need to be like that again at all times, right? Ay. Anyway, Kendrick Lamar, K-Dot, as I like to call him, Cornrow Kenny. I call him Cornrow Kenny, and I also now call him Poster Price Kenny, and I'll also call him Duckworth. Those are your 3 names, okay? Cornrow Kenny, Poster Kenny, Duckworth. So, my son said, he was just like, he had to pick a pet. He was like, he's gonna get a duck. I was like, if you got a duck, we're gonna name him Duckworth, and he gonna come sleep in the bed all the time. And I'm like, come here, Duckworth. And he's gonna be like, wank, wank, wank. You can see my bed any day. That's Duckworth, okay? Duckworth gonna be ruling his house, honey. Duckworth, he gonna have his food, his little food tray. Gonna feed him. He's gonna be good. Got a little spot in the bed. Gonna be alright. I'm just being goofy at this point, but yeah, Duckworth, master storyteller, and because and I think it takes a lot of radical acceptance to get to that space. His albums are very, it's not wine, it's like wine concentrated. It's like, what is this? Like, can you even equate it? Nigga, it's holy water. It's holy water. It's just, it's deep, you know. It's like soul pitting deep. Because you have to do a lot of pulling back the layers, right? Because we are creatures of duality, so we have so many layers to us. We're onions, and to peel back those layers as the why behind the layer, because that's like you're not finding what the layer is. You know what the layer is. You just need to understand why this layer exists. Like, why do you do the things that you do? That's all. It's behavioral therapy. Because I think there's it's psychodynamic, there's cognitive, and there's behavioral psychology therapy approaches. So it's behavior, right? So why am I doing this? Or not even, I would say this cognitive. Why are you doing this behavior? Behavior is like, well, let's do intervention so you don't behave like this anymore, right? But cognitive is, why are you doing this? What is the pattern what is your belief system, why you feel like this behavior is correct and why you keep doing it? If you can understand why you do it, and you can break how you do it, then it goes into behavioral therapy. But I don't know, I've always been a psychodynamic girl. Always. Find out your past before you find out anything. When you find out your past, and they all like interlock and they all interlink. So it's just like, psychology is a very beautiful thing. Very beautiful thing. It's like damn near gorgeous. Once you understand the tool as to why it's there, that's just my love for it. Like, I want to do art therapy because even though art therapy doesn't pay a lot, I don't care. Like, I have like a win-win with that. Like, literally, it's a win-win. Imagine you love art very much to the point where like you love other people's art and you want other people to have a platform where they're able to showcase their art, right? And that's also burning out to the audience of understanding, right? That passing the baton, not even passing the baton, that passing the baton of relating. Like, I'm not alone in this. Like, oh my God, somebody else across the fucking world, like, exactly, like, this is my story, right? So, when we had our it's not like I don't have a nonprofit, but when we were in operations, like, fully, we were doing a lot of interviews. So, like, I was facilitating a lot of internships. So, I loved my interns. Oh my God, our interns were so fucking good, yo. I still check up on LinkedIn on them every once in a while just to kind of see like, how you doing? Where you work at now? Good for you. Like, cause some of them, when they wanted to go into journalism, some of them they wanted to like all different kind of fields. I think we had like 3 different positions, and like the whole thing was finding artists that how that connects to the healing process. Like, how does the creation process equal to cathartic, like, you know, the cathartic approach, right? How does that intertwine? What are you trying to say to the viewer when it's like that, right? What is your process behind your creating, while you're creating, and pretty much the creation process. I keep saying that, right? Redundancy. But anyway, it's a platform, and Kendrick Lamar does that platform. He may not do a lot of features on a lot of his albums. Some of them have a lot of features. Some albums have more features than others. But when I say the sharing is that platform is the passing of the baton of relating, right? That relating, that someone can have those same type of emotions that we all feel. For some reason, we feel like our emotions are almost isolated, like we're the only one going through it. We are the only one experiencing this type of joy. We're the only one experiencing this type of peace, this type of sadness, this type of anger, or whatever the case is. But we kind of see through the lens of the me, right? Biblically, it teaches you to not go like you go within to go and link to God, right? Because you're a vessel. So it's like you go within, so this way you have God, and then when it goes out, it is connection, right? So it's like connecting the dots of like, oh, this is what this really is, like, you know. That's why it's so powerful when it's like a large group of people experiencing the same freaking thing. I remember I went to one concert and one concert only, and I was the amount of energy and joy and excitement and just having fucking fun. It was a Coldplay concert. Fuck it, I love Coldplay. Shout out to Coldplay. Oh my god. Oh my god, it was Coldplay and Jay-Z. Coldplay and Jay-Z, and I think they did it for New Year's. And it was fucking the bomb. But people that are in a whole big ass stadium arena, right? Because I'm equating this to musicians because I'm speaking about Kendrick Lamar. The amount of energy when artists talk about like performing, they usually be like, yo, the energy they give, and then you feed it back, and then you give the energy, and you're receiving it back, because it's to be able to feel the same emotion, and everybody's in this unison of like we're all feeling fucking like amazing, right? And just dancing and singing every fucking word and whatever, right? Shit, my ass, honey, I be having a party in my own damn house. I will put on a concert in my house, okay? I will play a live, and my ass will be, Don't play with me. Don't play with me. So, I'm sitting here, I'm shaking my ass, honey. But to see that type of energy, imagine being there in person. It's just like, that must be like such a beautiful, amazing feeling, like, you know. So yeah, I don't know. Kendrick Lamar, he goes deep. He doesn't go wide. He does not go wide. He does not like, well, let me talk about this and talk about that and talk about this. It's very strategically placed. His words are special, just because he chooses. It's very cryptic, but it's because it's so cryptic. Like, it's special because it is, like, you can tell it's special because of how cryptic it is. There's so many people have so many theories, right, of like what the song will mean, right? Even myself will theorize. I theorized "Damn," right, and I was just like, "Damn" is literally like it's 3 albums in one. So it's like it goes all the way. Track 10 goes all the way back to "Good Kid, Mad." No, okay. The end of "Damn" goes, the ending song, literally it rewinds, right? So it rewinds back to "Good Kid, Mad City," song number 10, "Sing About Me." If you notice, the woman at the end of the song in "Sing About Me" is this blind woman, right? Well, I don't think he says that she's blind, but it's audio of a old woman that is praying over these beautifully young men, right, that are on their journey to finding Christ, right, with their walk, not finding Christ, but their walk with Christ. Because I really feel like you found Christ in that moment. Like, you knew about Christ, but you found, like, you saw Christ in that moment. You see Christ in this moment, right? So, judging that same woman, you hear it in the beginning of "Damn." People think that, oh, it's just like, oh, it's just like the beginning of just the one record, right? It just gonna rewind to the first song. It rewinds all the way back to Good Kid, Mad City. Like Section 80 was like pretty much just like it set the tone and the setting and like the placement. It's like a play or or like a movie. It sets it off of what this thing is gonna look like. And then Good Kid, Mad City is pretty much it's a kid that kid is pretty much he's becoming a man, and it's the tales of the things that he has seen and just it's the why, I should say. It's the why. It's his why. Everybody has a why, right? Everybody everybody has a purpose. Everybody has a why to what they're doing in life. I really feel like Good Kid, Mad City was his way of saying his why. Why you gonna know my name? Why you gonna see this legacy, right? He's telling you the story as, you wanna know why Kendrick Lamar is here? This is why I'm here. That song, Sing About Me. The Sing About Me will make you cry. It will make you. It's so. I swear, God was in that booth. God was in that booth when he made that song. He had to be. He had to have been. Because he talks in a way where it's so raw, but then it's so soft. It's like, it's, damn, right? Like, girl, calm down. I know. I'd be like, ooh, Kendrick. Kendrick, my God. It's not even the fact that, like, yeah, he fine as hell, honey. You fine, brother, but it's your mind. I forgot what it's called when you're, like, attracted to, like, knowledge. Like, you attracted to, like, I just want to talk. I just want to talk for hours. Just to know your thought process. Because your thought process is so ill. Like, it's so fire. Like, it's just, why do you think like this? Matter of fact, I don't even know if you need to know the reason as to why you think like that. I just want to hear more of it, right? And I'm greedy, so I'm the type of person, like, you don't gotta do it in a poetic way. You just give it to me straight. Just, you ain't gotta be all fancy. You don't need to be fancy. Nigga, we go outside and eat a hot dog. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Okay? I don't care. Oh, that's the story I was gonna tell y'all. I told you my thoughts be all over the goddamn place. Like I got ADHD, right? Lord. Anyway. ADHD, my God. You ever see the ADHD stare? You ever seen it in real life? It's like that person that be having so many thoughts and shit like that, and they be like this for like 60 fucking seconds and 2 minutes. You'd be like, bitch, you staring into the abyss? The fuck? Why are you thinking that fucking hard? I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, no one should be thinking that hard. ADHD is fucking think that damn hard. I don't know. I don't think I ever have no damn ADHD. At least not that I know of. But be like, honey, you got the signs. Your mom be everywhere. Be like, your thought process be all over. Any case. Oh my God. She's an alien. I'm not from here. Like, I'm literally not from here. I'm a fucking alien. But my kid, going back to what I was trying to say, when my kid was little, he was staying in bed with me. And he would never want to go to sleep because, they be having FOMO. So just like, okay, I'll have you go to bed. And he'd be like, no, whatever. And I'd be like, oh, if you don't listen, he's like, I'm going to chop your toes up and I'm going to saute them in garlic butter sauce and I'm going to eat them. And I used to go, delicious. He would be cracking up. I still do it to this day sometimes, even though he's old. He is 12. He's going to be 12 years old, okay? He'd be looking at me like, you mad corny now, man. I need to babysit, right? I need to babysit. Don't be asking me having no goddamn more kids. Oh, no. I would be like, I will babysit your child, honey. I will get me a ukulele. Child. I had your kid finger painting and do all kind of stuff. Music time, all that. And then soon, come get your kid. Come get your child. So, but I used to do that with myself all the time. I'd be like, delicious. Or I used to have to do I used to make this character up called the Blanc Pig. Oh my god. It was so silly because it's just like I'll be walking outside and there'd be other fucking grown ass mature adults outside. And I'd be like, he'd be like, do the Blanc Pig. Do the Blanc Pig. I'd be like, no, Oliver. No, do the Blanc Pig. And it'd be like, Oliver. This is the Blanc Pig. He absolutely loved it though. Like, life through a kid's eyes is so precious. Like, it's like, what do you see? Like, we done forgot. Us adults forgot. But whatever your children see, it's the most purest and beautiful thing you can ever imagine. Because it's just like they get so excited off of something of like a voice. All I'm doing is making up an accent that like probably has no origin. Like it's just like, what are you, like some kind of French, Spanish, whatever mixed type fucking, what is that, right? Like it's the Blanc Pig, my friends. But my son, he absolutely loved it. Or we would play doctor. He would go to the park and it was like these like picnic benches with like, and he would be like, I want to play doctor. And he would just lay down on the freaking bench. Like he would lay down literally on the like the picnic table itself. And I would have to be like, okay, he's dying, guys, we gotta get him. We gotta do operation. And you know, you do the chest compressions and stuff like that. And he'd be like, but he loves it. He absolutely fucking loves it. That's Papa Bean. Okay, that's Alibaba. That is Alibaba. Hold on, turn my TV back on. But yeah, Duckworth. Like, what's up? What's up, my guy? Looking fine as ever, you know. I'm sorry, I know it's like, is you married? I don't even know. Like, but if you married, God bless you when you're married. If you married, like, I might want some disrespect type shit. If you ain't, and nigga, if you ain't, bruh. Anyway, seriously, be blessed.
Right.
Be blessed.
We Cry Together was hard to listen to. That off.
Right.
We Cry Together was hard to listen to.
Yeah. Be blessed. Be well. Kendrick, you don't even have to put nothing out. You honestly don't. I know half of the fucking world gonna be mad at me for saying some shit like that. Man, she better put some music out. If you had to put one song out, just Dead Homies. Just put out Dead Homies. Okay? I'll do the ad-libs, okay? Da-da, da-da. Y'all do all the fucking ad-libs, man. Bro, you can just put whatever you want. You would be like, I don't want your voice on my record. That's cool. That's fine. You want to play the food? I got you on that too. I got you on that too. Bro, you're gonna keep you nice and full for the whole fucking record. This way you know you good. So, like, you good to go. But, yeah, man. You don't honestly have to put nothing out. You really don't. You gave us so much of yourself that is just like, I would understand if you'd be like, I'm just gonna breathe. Nigga, you deserve to breathe. You deserve to breathe. Please breathe. Like, just sit down and just, you know, breathe. Breathe is cool. You did enough. You don't owe anybody anything. I'm pretty sure God is just like, I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you. If you have a family member that you fucking deeply, deeply like, oh my God, that's like my favorite, they're proud of you. they're so proud of you. Like, you make kind of all of us proud. As a black person, as a black woman, it's nice to see a poetic justice, you know? It's nice to see my name in a damn song. And oddly enough, it'd be like, how is poetic justice your name in a song? If a flower blooms in a dark room, would you trust it? The meaning of my name is a flower that blooms despite being in darkness, which is like, it fucking blew my mind. And oddly enough, Tupac Shakur is a flower that bloomed in concrete. Wild. But anyway, there's flowers everywhere. We just may not look like we're flowers, but we are. We come in unlikely places. Those are I think, the most rarest of them. Now, I'm not sure what kind of flower it would be. Well, they say, I think it's some kind of lily. It's like a black lily. Who knew? But anyway, who knew? You would think that would be the smelly flower. You would think it'd be the smelly flower. The shit I be laughing at. I won't laugh at nobody, but I'll laugh at myself. I be having the driest humor of myself. It be like, what the fuck? Radical acceptance. Like, radical acceptance. It's like what? I think it's like the last stage of grief is acceptance. Be like, bitch, why you smell like that? I be like, I've learned to accept this until it changes. Because if, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. If you don't laugh and shit, come on now. It'd be like, why is this like this? Gotta laugh sometimes. You can't laugh at yourself, you're gonna have a tough time in life. You're gonna have a tough time in life. You gotta learn how to laugh at yourself. I have learned that God had me in that gym. In more ways than one, right? God had me in that gym. Because my body was looking fire. It was looking fire. Like, I can't wait to take my ass back in there as soon as I get unstink. It'd be like, you don't want to start sweating. It'd be like, damn, girl, you was here for 15 minutes. You got to go home already? I got to shower, bro. Like, I showered now. I came from work. So, honey bun, be blessed. Be well. Be well. Eat some good food, honey. Eat some good food. Breathe. Take it in. Self-reflect. Self-reflect takes a lot of pensive. It's a very pensive process. If you want to put it like that, pensive process. You're going to have to sit with yourself and just really be like, come to terms of who you are and how much you've bloomed. Because you bloomed quite a bit. You bloomed so much you have no idea. You have no idea how much you bloomed. I myself have to reflect as well. Because at one point I did self-reflection. You do a SWOT analysis of your life. You do a SWOT analysis of self, just to do a check-in and see, like, okay, so where we at with development here? Okay, health still needs work. Obby. But you just gotta, you're kind still, good. I'm rooting for you, still giving. Still loving on, loving people from afar sometimes. At one point, it's just like sometimes you can't see your growth. And what you realize, and it took for me to take care of a plant in order for me to realize this. My plant, I had one particular plant, it's inside my sunroom. When I first got it, it wasn't growing out one leaf. I was like, where the fuck is all the leaves? It's not dying though. right? It wants to live. It wants to live. And literally no new leaves. I was like, this shit is not growing. What am I doing wrong? I wasn't doing nothing wrong. You wanna know what I found out? I went to go change. I said, maybe I need to go change it and put it in a different pot. The root ball on that fucking plant was humongous. It literally was root bound. Root bound. And I was like, I already put you in a pot before that. It's like you have enough room for you to pop out at least one leaf. The whole freaking year, not one leaf. It literally grew, the root ball grew 2 times the size. But didn't produce no leaves. You couldn't tell just how strong it actually was until you actually inspected it. Until you actually was just like, let me go check this shit out and see what the hell is going on. Because I could see it from afar and be like, shit's not growing. This shit ain't doing nothing. It's not doing anything. It's whatever. Until I freaking was like, I'm going to see what's going on and I'm going to probably put it in a different pot. It's the action. Because you can have all the faith that you want. Shit, just going fucking, it's going to turn into a sermon. Sorry. I always gotta talk about Jesus. You know me. I'm talking about Jesus all day, every day. So, you can have faith all you want, but faith without works is dead. Literally. And the plant is not dead. But its growth, my realization of its growth, my perception of what I thought this plant was, because I was like, I wasted money on this plant and plant's not growing. I think I did something wrong, and how should I just give it away? I don't think I want the plant. Like, he's second guessing shit, like, you know, because I fell in love with the plant. I was like, oh my, this plant I want this plant so bad. Finally got the damn plant. Finally found this plant. Okay, it could take a while for you to even fucking find out what kind of plant it is. I said, play with my fucking hair. Playing with my dreads, honey. Finally find a plant. And then it doesn't grow. To my knowledge. Right? Don't oh my God. What it's the verse. Do not lean not on your own understanding. My own understanding was that this plant was not fucking growing and this shit was a waste of money, and why would I fucking do this again? Why would I buy this plant? I'm never buying this plant ever again. This plant is bad, right? It's not a good plant because it's not growing. Because, you know, I'm the greatest planter of all time. I'm such a great gardener. Yeah, right. So, I got mad at my damn self. Like, all the other plants are fucking growing. What the fuck am I doing wrong with this shit? Philodendrons is fucking assholes. It's a monstera, by the way. So I went to go pull it off out of the pot. The amount of roots, the whole thing was fucking wrapping around inside the thing, and I was like, you weren't growing any leaves because you were growing roots. Plants cannot produce leaves until it has a good root structure. That's the whole fucking point. You have to be rooted in source, in yourself, before you will see your growth. Before the world sees your growth. Okay? You do all of the growth that nobody sees. And that's you and God in the gym. So I said this probably like around 5 years ago. The gym, training grounds, okay? You go to the gym with God and you get strong. I'm talking about strong. I'm talking about you could fuck a motherfucking Goliath up with one fucking rock. Type of strong. Type of shit is just like, this shit is impossible. How the fuck is you like this? How are you like this? You shouldn't be like this. It's impossible. Right? Impossible that you're doing all of this. How? You don't look like you would be able to do anything like this. Look at your circumstances. There's no leaves. You didn't give not one fucking leaf. And then you find out how strong it really is, and you just like, blew your whole shit. Your whole face fucked up. Look. Whole face fucked up. Mwah. I feel like don't kiss me though. I get it. I ain't gonna kiss you. Give you a pound. Oh God. The jokes I be saying about my damn self, honey. The jokes. Radical acceptance. Not for nothing. It takes a lot of, because the world will tell you everything that you ain't. And they'll tell you that shit daily. And if you believe it, you can't laugh. Like, you're not going to be able to laugh. You always going to be like, nah. When you allow God to tell you who you are and whose you are, honey, all of a sudden you talking that big talk, okay? I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, okay? Fearfully and wonderfully made, hunty. Like, hunty. I don't even use the word hunty. I just felt like it was fitting for right now. But, honey. I do say honey. Honey. You will find out you fearfully and wonderfully made. And it's like going to be like one of the best things where it's just like, you can still be goofy and happy and just peaceful. In your own, like, space. Your own space. And you good. Somebody told me not to cut my dreads. I was like, I don't think I'm cutting these shits. She's like, don't cut them. I'm going to go for the big bun. I'm going to have my shits all the way down to my ankles, right? I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to lose like 30 pounds. Y'all gym motherfuckers going to have to deal with me. I'm sorry. I got to get right. I'll probably go at the crack of dawn, nobody there, and go hard. Lose like 30 pounds. Come on, man. Because my TV's inactive. There we go. So it'll go to sleep. So I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna get right. And I'm gonna have dress all the way down to my ankles. And I'm gonna go to the beach. And I'm gonna dress like Beyonce in Deja Vu video, right? Music video. And I'm gonna go, and I can't go anywhere, but I'm thinking that you're there. I'm gonna be doing the whole thing. Biddy bop boom. Okay? Bow, 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 bow. Okay? I don't care. Okay? Then after that, I'll be like, okay, you can bury me. I'll be like this. I'll be like, I'm gonna do the angle. You gotta bury me just like that. If you don't love me. Okay? So, it's one of those. But yeah, these are the random thoughts of me. All over the damn place. All over the place. Little Miss Yapper, right? But it comes with love. It comes with a lot of joy. And it comes with a lot of, sharing is caring. Because, my thoughts is your thoughts. And our thoughts are we thoughts. Whatever, But have a good rest of your weekend. If I don't do any other recording, have a good rest of your weekend. Like I said, eat some good food. Duckware, if you already know, you already know what to do. Sit your ass down, just for 5 minutes, because you deserve it all. Okay. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. You'd be like, damn, bitch, you know every fucking song. Money trees and fake shade. That's just how I feel. Honey, we go head to head. I probably sing a song better than you do. I'd be like, nah, I could never. But I be rocking your songs quite a bit. I'm gonna write that thesis one fucking day. I would just do it for the hell of it. You be like, you in school? Nigga, I ain't gotta be in no goddamn school in order for me to fucking write a thesis. Shit, that shit probably could become a fucking literature review, or somebody be freaking quoting that shit on their college paper. How about? I'm not gonna say that. I ain't gonna say how about. Isn't it that little ratchet little white girl? Right? That little ratchet white girl trying to do that. Honey, you're not gonna do that. But yeah, maybe somebody who actually you know when you do the citation when you go to J store and like you have to do the citation and stuff like that, it'd be like Latoya Bay. I'd be that hype. I'd be like, oh my god, I'm in a fucking J store. How fucking amazing is that? Hopefully I'm like a dean. You know, I don't think I'm gonna be a principal. That's a lot of fucking work. I'll be like a dean. Be walking around the halls of the fucking like college campus. Your big dream. Your nonprofit actually made it to become a college. Look at you. It's a big campus. That'd be fucking awesome. A girl can dream, right? Anyway, I just make sure that my deep freeze is maintained. Okay? Food's gotta keep coming. And my baby boy, he got clothes on his back. He getting a Nike. My God, him and the Nikes. And a house full of love. A house full of love. And a shit ton of like art. Hopefully not that all of it's not that I made from other people. That'd be great. I got a painting right now that's just sitting there. And like I'll like put like, let me just dabble. I did my son's cheeks this morning. And then I was just like, yeah, I'm done. I'll go back to it in like another week or two. And so it's like finally finished. Right. So one day, it's a big canvas. It's like 4 by 4 feet. It's huge. So I need to finish that painting. Or give it to an artist that's like, you know, can you like finish this out for me? Like you can do whatever the hell you want afterwards. But you like, you know, keep it cute, you know? But I need art. I need art. So, nah, you know what? I wouldn't even get to a different artist. My ass is gonna do this. I'm gonna finish this goddamn painting. Okay?
Hard to listen to.